Let me tell you a story about Doug. Doug met a girl in Moore Park, California. Hadn't been with a woman in a long time. So he meets a girl in Moore Park, California. You can ask AV Watchman, you can ask anybody about it, okay? Let me tell you what he does to the girl in Moore Park. He beats the cowboy shit out of her. And then when she goes to call the police, he beats himself up. This is a fact. Let me tell you what he did on the Orrin Orson West case. He went over in front of a witness's house. His wife was pregnant. And he started cutting up all on them drugs. So the pregnant wife called the police. Meanwhile, the husband pulls up because he's got the camera on his phone. And he immediately goes after Doug. Doug is just running like a fucking, just a piece of paper in the wind. Doug then runs back to his van house and cuts himself with a knife. So that when the police get there, they can try to charge the person who Doug infracted against. It didn't happen that way. They took Doug's bleeding ass to the fucking jail. This guy in the drug world was who Doug wanted to be. I mean, it's like Breaking Bad. Everybody wants to be on Showtime, right? So to be, Doug had to do the bitch work. Let me tell you what Doug was doing. They were selling drugs. And Doug held the pistol. Doug was dumb enough to hold the pistol. So they get in trouble. Yeah, this is who CM hangs with. Doug gets in trouble. And he did the right thing. I mean, the complete right thing was to have not been in that situation. So they get in trouble with the police, with the drugs, and the gun that Doug has. Doug, this man that Doug had such an affinity for, was a neo-Nazi already and a meth cook. Doug, you see me here reciting this story just like you told me. And I don't have no problem. So they get pulled over. Doug, with the gun, takes the fucking meth charge, or the gun charge. Takes the gun charge. Mind you, before he went to prison, he was already messing with the neo-Nazi gang. Straight to Pasco. Where now he had his initiation in to the 1488 neo-Nazi group. So for 3 years, Doug lived under the thumb of the neo-Nazi. But let me tell you what even more shocking about Doug. The 1488 on the back of his legs. Don't you know when you're in the joint and you're a part of that sort of thing, there are no unfinished stamps. That's a stamp. They don't let you make it out with an unfinished stamp. That fucker is done. They sit down one time and they finish it. Doug's shit's not finished. They didn't even fucking want him. They seen his substance and they were like, let's put half of a neo-Nazi Jew-hating tattoo on the back of his legs and we'll just leave him half done because that tells everybody else he wasn't good for the ride.